PETA Criticised for Steve Irwin Tweets by Learn With News, Level 3. The Animal Rights Association PETA has been criticised for tweets attacking Steve Irwin. It is the latest in a long line of marketing attempts which have backfired for PETA. They have been known in recent years for their controversial marketing. This time, PETA attacked Steve Irwin on what would have been his 57th birthday. Steve Irwin died in 2006. Google released a Google Doodle to celebrate Steve Irwin, and in response, PETA tweeted to people celebrating his life. PETA tweeted, "Steve Irwin was killed while harassing a ray. He dangled his baby while feeding a crocodile and wrestled wild animals who were minding their own business. Today's Google Doodle sends a dangerous, fawning message. Wild animals are entitled to be left alone in their natural habitats." Steve Irwin is a beloved figure, known for educating millions of people across the world about animals. During his life, he hosted animal TV shows, documentaries, and owned Australia's zoo, one of the most famous zoos in the world. He was an animal lover who spent much of his life rescuing and relocating animals that were in danger. He is credited for the change in attitude towards animals in Australia. His shows would often feature him moving dangerous animals such as snakes and crocodiles out of areas where they were a danger to humans. Prior to Steve Irwin publicly relocating these animals, they would often be killed by local people. Now, when someone sees a dangerous animal in Australia, they are much more likely to call a vet to have it removed. Steve Irwin was killed in 2006 while filming a documentary about ocean animals. He was in the ocean filming when a stingray became startled by his shadow. The cameraman later said that he believed the stingray confused Steve's shadow for that of a tiger shark, a hunter of stingrays. When startled, the 2.4-meter stingray mistakenly stabbed Steve in the heart. It was an outstandingly rare attack. There are only 2 people on record who have ever died in Australia from a stingray. Steve Irwin was the second. Following the tweet, there was an immediate uproar across the internet. Steve's animal conservationism is known across the world, and as such, masses of people came to his defense. People attacked PETA for their long-standing questionable animal treatment. Opponents to PETA have long argued that the organization does not work in the interest of animals, but instead focuses more on earning money and increasing its brand. PETA has been criticized for killing as many as 95% of the animals that it receives each year. It has also been criticized for having extortionate spending. In 2015, PETA spent 75% of its donations on functional costs such as wages, rent, and marketing. This has led critics to argue that PETA is not spending the money it receives on animal welfare, but purely on expanding the PETA brand. Animal activists have urged people to support other animal charities with a better track record of caring for animals.